discovered by you.
It's your boy.
I'm a pro. Can I make my walking go?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Forza Motorsport 7 video. It's your boy Vortex Chaos, and today we are going to be, well, doing the endurance hoppers once again. This time in a Mercedes MC Trofeo. Once again, sorry. I think I'm already done a video in this thing. I don't know. Either way, the car's tuned by a Daily Spirit 67 because you do actually need to upgrade this car in order for it to be competitive, much like the Z4. We're doing how many laps? 18 laps of Sebring. So hopefully it goes well. Hopefully I can take the W. And yeah, I mean, this is pretty much one of the quickest cars on the straightaway, which is why I've pretty much chosen it for this track, or this variation of Sebring. I do definitely have to control it through the corners though. This can be a handful. Pretty sure I've already mentioned this in a previous video. I don't know. I was going to do the Audi R8, but, well, we went to Sebring and I kind of didn't want to get wrecked on the straightaway. It's at night as well, which should be an interesting change. Far out, somebody didn't start. Something that was pretty funny to me, whilst I was doing an endurance race on Le Mans, I had no headlights. For whatever reason, I had no headlights on my Maserati. No headlights, no taillights. Like, just from the start of the race. As to why that was the case, I have no clue. Okay then, I mean, that wasn't necessary, but if you want to mess up your braking point and just do that, sure. As I was saying, I had literally no lights and it was a night race at Le Mans, which was not very fun. Okay, I definitely gotta watch out for these curbs. I think I might just try and dodge them all together, in all honesty. I say that and go straight onto one. Great. Oh god, okay. Now you guys are going to see the true straight line speed of this car. Oh, there you go. Goodbye, Lamborghini. Oh, look who it is. It's Mr. Oh, I'm going to miss my braking point and just ram you off the course. G'day, mate. How are you? Well, you can bugger off now. Yep, there you go. Pushed it too hard, buddy. Anyways, I'm not going to go pitting in the first lap because I don't see a point, especially on a race like this. I might just go until lap 14, 15 maybe. But for now I'm going to keep my head down and just go do some laps. Let's just go set some lap times. I'm going to try and be a lot more brave for that first corner because I'm going to need to be if I want any chance of winning. Looks like we finally got a proper, well, pass done against another Maserati. He's still stuck behind me, so I'm gonna just stay quiet a little more, try and run away from him, try and catch up to the guy in front of me, who is a reasonable distance ahead, so, well, let's see how this goes, I guess. Actually, one thing I do want to quickly just talk about, as we're, well, running one of the fastest laps I've been able to accomplish throughout this entire race. Hasn't really been too long, I'll be honest, but whatever. Something that interesting did happen in the real life world. It's got nothing to do with me. In fact, it's got something to do with the GT World Cup or something like that. The GT cars, whatever. Pretty much, it's a real life endurance race, pretty much. And I'm gonna say pretty much a lot, aren't I? Either way, what happened was they were racing in Macau, I'm pretty sure it's Macau. I don't know if you do know the pronunciation, please let me know in the comments, not description. But pretty much they were racing there, and on the very first lap, there was pretty much almost the whole field just piled up on one corner. I'm pretty sure it was one of the guys, he hit the wall, spun around, and then another guy came into him, and this was at one of the tightest points of the track as well. So it was pretty much just Forza online in real life. Pretty much there was a pile up from their back. Pretty sure there was a Bentley, I think. No, it wasn't a Bentley. It was some car. It was pretty much off the ground. So I mean, that was an interesting thing to witness. I didn't really watch the race because I didn't know it existed. I'll be honest. I mean, I knew the cars existed, but I didn't know like that was that was happening at the time, which was pretty much just earlier today, I guess. I mean, it was during, I think it was late last night, early this morning in Australia. But either way, the race, I don't know who won. Pretty much only 4 cars escaped from that massive multi-million-dollar crash. If you guys haven't seen a video, I'll put one in the description if you do want to go check that out. But that was a crazy pile-up on probably one of the crazier tracks. I mean, I know it's a very tight track and all this, but that was an insane first lap. But either way, gonna stop talking about that because I think I am catching up to the guys in front of me slowly. Whether I'll have enough time by the end of the race to actually have an impact, I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. Okay, well, as you guys can see, I'm currently in 3rd, which, that's why? It's because the guy that was in front of me went into pit, so I think I have run a good enough race or lap time to be able to either be right behind him when I come out of the pits right now, or, I don't know, I mean, we're going to have to see right now, because we're going into pit right now. Hopefully, I'm far enough. I made quite the distance, hopefully, over him before that. I don't think it's going to be enough, hey? Nah. Okay, well, we'll see where I end up behind him, because I don't think I'm going to be that far behind. Seems like him and the guy behind him were having a pretty good race as well. Okay, well, I'm going to... Oh, I think I'm going to end up in the same position, because I was like 800 feet behind him, I think. No, I'm going to end up way more. Actually, maybe not. Okay, maybe I have had a successful pit. I don't know. Oh no, I've pretty much been spat out at the exact same point. Okay, well, it seems like my lap time wasn't too good. I don't know. Make sure my things are all warm. Okay, that was really early. I didn't expect that, I'll be honest. I think my outer tires just got stuck on the sand there, or whatever it is, grass. Anyways, I'm going to try and catch up to him, I guess. I mean, I see no reason trying not to. Let's see how this goes. Whew. Well, another thing I do want to mention as this race is coming close to the end. One, well, I'm not nearly close enough behind the guy in front of me, which is a bit disappointing. I mean, I have been pretty much catching up to the guys ahead of me every lap by like a few hundred feet. But either way, besides that, jumping into that topic of guys around me, I guess. I don't know how to say that any better, but one thing I do like about Gran Turismo Sport, which is a random topic to bring up in a Forza video, but one thing I do really like about Gran Turismo Sport is that as you're racing, it tells you how far the guy in front of you is, how far the guy behind you is, like, as in like time differences, not like how much time is between you, the guy ahead of you, the guy behind you, and the guy in first place. I feel like Forza should have had that feature quite a while ago. As to why they haven't added that feature, I have no idea. Because it would definitely help out in like these kind of videos. So I currently don't know how far ahead the guys are in front of me by like time wise. Like, yeah, feet is like a weird measure. but I don't really, I prefer having like a time thing, if that makes sense, like having a time telling me how far ahead he is, so I could actually keep track of whether I'm catching up to him or he's just pulling away from me. Because in this case, you kind of have to like see how far ahead he is on one point of the track, then when you come back the next lap, if he's like the same distance or like less or whatever. And that's kind of what I've been doing, I guess. I don't know. It's not the easiest, I'll admit. Just gonna go around this guy real quick. Like, yeah, I know I've been catching up with the guys ahead of me because I have actually been doing that. But I don't know, I would find it a whole heap easier if they did do like what Gran Turismo Sport does, which is like with everything, like the timer and all this. Like, at this point, I was not this close behind the guy ahead of me, like a few laps ago. Like, I know I wasn't this close, but definitely with 2 laps remaining, there's no hope of me catching up, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, not really much I can do. I mean, I've kind of been pushing the car this whole time. There's not really much things left to do, I guess. I mean, it's going to be an interesting race up in first. That's something. I don't know. I'm a bit disappointed, though, that I couldn't take home a W. Whether the shenanigans at the start of the race had anything to do with it or not, I'm not sure. I mean, I guess I'll never find out, because, well, clearly never going to find out. And we're coming to the last lap. And unless the guy in front of me completely screws up in either the last corner or the 2 right-handers, there is no hope. I mean, it would make for an interesting race if he did screw up. So I'm hoping that he does screw up, because then at least I have a chance of taking podium. Oh, well, now I'm not going to have any hope, because that was complete stuff up. I'm going to be interested to see what lap times the guys ahead of me have been doing, because as I did mention earlier, I was pretty much catching up the whole race. And I've been running pretty much steady lap times, besides like a few tenths difference. Besides this lap just went to shit. But most of the rest of the race, I was pretty much just running the exact same lap time. Like, yeah, a bit faster, a bit slower here and there, but most of it I was sticking to the same time. So I'm going to be interested to see what lap times they were running in their cars, because I don't know what cars they're all in. So unless the guy in front of me does screw up right here and runs it a bit wide, which I don't really see a reason for him to. Yeah, nah, he's through. Okay, well, that's a shame. Couldn't take home a podium. Why not? Give it a nice little wall tap just for the end of the race. And there we go. 4th place. Bit of a shame. Let's see what lap times the other guys were doing, actually. I mean, I definitely know I was catching up to the guy ahead of me. Seems like those other 2 guys had their cars tuned differently. I don't know, so I guess I wasn't actually catching up, even though I did feel like I was. But then again, that is their fastest lap time, not their overall, like, all their laps. So I probably was catching up, but then losing like a second here and there. I don't know. But, I mean, that's pretty much going to bring it close to this video. If you guys enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you guys didn't like it, hit the dislike button. Subscribe if you are new. Check out the other members of Evolution Sport if you haven't already. And yeah, that's pretty much going to do it all for this video. And peace out.